Hello, salut! So this is Author Week, and I won't be able to top John's video from yesterday, but I'll do my best. So the word author, I went out of my way and looked it up on looked up some etymology of the word. According to the online etymology dictionary, the word author comes from around circa 1300. It comes from the word autor, or I guess A-U-T-O-R, which means father, which comes from an old French word called aucteur. Aucteur, I think that's how you pronounce it, which comes from the Latin word auctorem, which means enlarger, founder, master, leader. I'm reading off of this post-it note here, which literally translates to one who causes to grow. Now, looking at the word father, the father portion of this etymological lesson, it makes sense. I mean, when you're writing, you are essentially giving birth to your own characters. And this isn't necessarily just for authors, it's for generally all writers. Now, I would love to list off some of my favorite comic book writers, but unfortunately I don't consider them authors in the strictest sense. I mean, they are writers, they are creators, but they're not authors. The only way I can explain this is that authors write in a specific format, as do comic book writers, and even playwrights write in their specific format, and I think that's the only real difference. It's just a style of writing, a format. I'm gonna list a few of my favorite authors and why I like them. My top 3 authors, in no particular order, are Douglas Adams, Terry Pratchett, and Tamora Pierce. Now, Douglas Adams and Terry Pratchett both share one thing, and that is their humorous style of writing. Douglas Adams usually goes for the science fiction end of that humor spectrum, whereas Terry Pratchett makes fun of all of the fantasy archetypes and stereotypes and all of that. Tamora Pierce, however, is a young adult fantasy author who has written, I don't even know how many series, at least 5 that I can think of off the top of my head, probably more than that, but her target audience is, I think, younger girls. And what I really appreciated, because I've practically grown up with Tamora Pierce's novels and stuff, what I really appreciate is that most, if not all, of her books center around strong leading characters who are usually female. And I think that's a valuable thing for young girls to look up to, is the strong female character, rather than the damsel in distress or the superficial girl who only likes to shop and all of that. I guess that's a little bit of the feminist in me, a little bit. And on that point, I'm gonna go off tangent, but on that point, I don't think that you have to be a feminist in order to be a strong female. That is just me. Anyway, I think I've said all that I can on authors and stuff. So, hello! Excuse me.